We speak often of the monster, the brute stitched together from the charnel house floor. But tonight, we must speak of the true horror, the creator. A name synonymous not with brilliance, but with unforgivable arrogance. This is the story of ambition divorced from morality, a tragedy born in the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. Our journey begins with a man consumed by an obsessive desire to conquer death itself. He saw the grave not as an end, but as a challenge, an insult to his intellectual prowess. He spent years immersed in the darkest arts of anatomy and chemistry, haunting slaughterhouses and crypts, gathering the raw materials for his blasphemous project. He ignored every ethical boundary, every call for reason, driven only by the feverish thrill of impending discovery. The laboratory became a sanctuary of sin. Imagine the scene: the cold light of the moon filtering through the high window, illuminating the immense, draped form on the operating table, a figure composed of assembled limbs and stitched flesh. It was a factory of blasphemy, smelling of formaldehyde and ozone. When the electrical spark finally took hold, when those assembled limbs convulsed and drew their first unnatural breath, the creator did not feel triumph. He felt absolute, nauseating revulsion. This creature, a testament to his genius, was instantly his greatest nightmare. He fled. He abandoned his masterpiece the moment it opened its eyes, leaving it alone and terrified in a hostile world. This act of immediate, profound rejection is the central horror of the entire narrative. The tragedy deepens when we turn to the creature. He was not born evil. He was made desolate. The moment he awoke, he was defined by his grotesque appearance. He sought connection, but every attempt to interact resulted in fear, rejection, and violence. He learned language. He learned kindness through observation of humanity, yet humanity only offered him prejudice. His yearning for a companion, a mirror of his own wretched existence, was the deepest possible indictment of his creator's failure. The creature becomes a devastating mirror, reflecting the true monstrosity of humanity's prejudice and fear of the unfamiliar. His descent into vengeance is not a sign of innate malice, but the inevitable consequence of absolute solitude imposed upon a sentient being. The monster is not the creation. The monster is the abandonment. Mary Shelley's masterpiece is not a simple ghost story. It is a profound warning against scientific hubris and the crushing responsibility of creation. The creator chased glory and found only ruin. The monster he unleashed was secondary to the destruction he wrought upon himself, his family, and ultimately, the isolated soul he gave life to. The enduring horror of this legend is that we created the monster and then we refused to take responsibility for it. That refusal is the true definition of monstrous.